So believe it or not, I'm still kind of struggling with this head here because I really like the paint job I did for it, but also, again, it is still too big. So I was thinking maybe we can make it smaller. And by smaller, I would try to just kind of modify, or well, more like create the illusion that it's smaller, because I want to get rid of these sideburns here. And then, like if you see here, it looks a lot smaller already. But if we just bring them in a little bit here, maybe narrow this jaw bit here a little bit, we can get the idea that the head is smaller. So I'm going to start with heating everything up. This is going to be a little bit annoying because I already painted everything up, but maybe it will work out in my favor in the end. So, you know, I'm usually pretty bold when I customize, so if I screw up, I'll just have to fix it, I guess. So, okay, so everything is heated up, and because of how Marvel Legends are made, these sideburns here are going to be separate pieces, and hopefully we can just pull them off. They're usually like glued in. Maybe could work it out. Okay, up here seems to be a weaker point. If I can, I want to try to not muck up the paint job too much. Okay. Wait, which side? Was it really like this? This looks weird. Oh. Of course, the last bit is gonna be more temperamental than the rest. There we go. So, Sabretooth without any sideburns. If anyone is curious about that look, it looks really funny. So, okay, where do we go now? The idea is to just kind of like slim out this entire section, so I guess we just cut a little bit. I don't want to go too deep. I think what we're gonna have to do is hollow out these pieces more than anything else. And as usual, I want you to note my incredibly bad knife skills. You know, always cutting towards myself. Not a good idea. Why is it actually too big? It's... Again, like I said, repainting the skin is gonna suck like a little bit, but hopefully it's gonna be worth it. I think maybe the chin is a little bit too much too, but I don't feel comfortable cutting that. I think we're gonna go in and sand. Okay, so I've just kind of been sanding this area here for the longest time now, trying to smooth everything out a little bit, because the last thing I want to do is for this to be like really noticeable that I've like cut away parts with a knife. So it's important to just kind of make the natural curve as, you know, seamless as possible here. And it has slimmed down the head like a little bit, as you can see here. Maybe I'll take some off here too, actually. And then I think his cheekbones here are a little bit too big. So I'm also going to just sand them down a little bit. And to save time, I'm just not gonna film this entire thing because it's gonna take a good while if I want this to be done like smoothly. But the point is that eventually, you can see here, I'm already making it less bulbous. Yeah. Okay, so I got to here, and it is time to try to put the sideburns back on. And I think this is actually going to help quite a lot with the entire silhouette. I had to sand down the inside, make them like a little bit flatter so they sit closer to the face. But I think this is gonna work out pretty well. I will have to paint it to fully get a good grasp on where I am though. So one of the parts I'm dreading the most is just placing them, because I'm using super glue as always, and super glue is extremely unforgiving, so as soon as this sticks on, it's gonna set really, really fast. But I need to have like an anchor point. Maybe it's a little bit too flat. Did I even put this on right? Is this upside down? Oh, jeez. Okay, so let's do like a soft little dry brush. And when the paint is wet, it always kind of looks a little bit stronger than it does when it dries. It's gonna blend a little bit more. I think I need to re-darken around the eyes as well. So here is Victor 3.0, and the head is definitely smaller. I'm not sure how much smaller it is for you guys to think it's worth it, but I think it's like quite substantially smaller, and it just looks a bit more proportioned now, I think. I did some extra things, like I actually reshaped this chin a little bit, and so like originally it jutted out really far down, and it's just a little bit more normal looking now, I guess. And I also thinned out the sideburns a little bit on the inside so I could push them closer to the skin. So it really bothers me that I don't actually have like a proper like before and after comparison, because I obviously don't have two of these heads, but I do have the alternate head, and well, the alternate head has the mouth open, so it's freaking huge, but I figured it can't really hurt to just show the difference. I think you should be able to make out that this head is actually wider, and these sideburns flaring out way less on this one kind of helps with keeping the head a little bit more streamlined looking. So we can also just have a look here. This head is comically large, and then for comparison's sake again, just put this back on. Noticeably smaller. What else did I also painted in some more brown here, because when the skin tone went out a bit further, it just kind of made his face look even wider, so I decided to frame it just like here. But yeah, Victor, yay or nay? Do you guys think it was worth it? Regardless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit.